Alright guys, thanks for clicking on the video. As you can see by the title, we are going to go over 15 of my favorite Vinegar Syndrome releases. Doing this video, hopefully it'll help somebody kind of, especially we got the sale coming up in 2 weeks, which will be the halfway to Black Friday sale from Vinegar Syndrome. Hopefully this will kind of give you a guide of people that's unfamiliar with the label, maybe the people that are familiar with the label, and they just don't have these releases yet. Guys, you can get on a streaming service called Tubi, which is Tubi. And you can probably check most of these out. Tubi they're very well known for carrying a lot of the Vinegar Syndrome catalog films. So do yourself a favor before you plunge and spend that money that you're maybe not comfortable with coughing up front for something you don't know of. Take that as an advantage to go watch it for free first before you buy it. I mean, in most cases, that's what I would definitely do. But a lot of times I do blind buy shit without watching it first. Sometimes I get burned, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I find a gold spray painted turd and it has a fucking shiny place on my shelf. But anyway, guys, I pulled off 15 titles right there. And this was a little hard. I actually went over to the shelf. I had to move some stuff around and I was like, let me pull 10 off. Just let me do like a top 10 video just to kind of keep it short and simple. But I literally couldn't just pull 10 off because as I got towards the end, I was like, I can't fucking leave that out. So it was hard enough just to do just 15, let alone 10. I could have easily done a top 20. I do like Vinegar Syndrome. They're a great company. But like I said, guys, this will be just a video, hopefully in 2 weeks. You'll have that whole weekend coming up. I'll look back for the exact dates. I did, just to make sure here, let's see. Come on. It is, the Black Friday sale will be May 28th through the 31st. Only at vinegarsyndrome.com. So guys, I will tell you Thursday night, as soon as it hits midnight, wherever you are, that Vinegar Syndrome sale will go live. If there's anything that you've seen on the site that has, if you're one of those people who are like, I'm definitely on the slipcover hunt with the release, and you see that the numbers are very low on it, be aware of that. Those tend to go pretty quickly. That sale attracts a lot of business. I've seen multiple times in these sales where I will look at it like on a Friday and they'll have like 400 limited edition sets with slips available. And you look back the next day on Saturday within just hours and it's already down to like 58 copies left. So shit does tend to go fast. So guys, if there is anything limited on that site, make sure you kind of keep a mindful note of that because shit will go quick. Once those slipcovers are gone, they're gone. I will tell you too, Vinegar Syndrome will take their website down. I think they usually take it down for a week before the sale starts, so that's another good reason why I'm doing this video just a little bit early. I want you guys to be able to get in there, take a look at the website before they shut the website down. They do a lot of maintenance and stuff like that to the site before it goes live for these sales. So, but they do take it down for about a week early, and then after that sale is done, that whole website goes down for like a fucking month, sometimes 6 weeks. Just depends on how bad they get slammed. This last one that we had, which was the Black Friday sale for 2020, I know that site was fucking down for like 6 or 7 weeks at least. So I know they're changing it up a little bit too, where they're actually going to keep the site open, but you can only order like titles from their other labels, because Vinegar Syndrome does let like AGFA and other stuff like that. They do release their titles for them and sell them, so I think they're going to probably change that up a little bit, but I will tell you, as far as Vinegar Syndrome titles go, you'll have to go somewhere else to order them. So, yeah, guys, we'll jump right into this. This probably will be a little bit of a lengthy video, so please feel free to go get something to drink, a snack, whatever you guys want to do. Let's sit back, let's have some fun with it. And we'll jump right into it. So, guys, here it is. My favorite 15 releases that I own in my collection from Vinegar Syndrome. I do not own every release from Vinegar Syndrome. Not even fucking close. As the years have kind of gone by a little bit, I'm a little particular about what I get from Vinegar Syndrome. I do, most of the time, I blind buy a bunch of shit from them. For the most part, but now I'm getting a little bit more disciplined about that. I'm one of those people, I don't have to have every fucking title in their catalog. I know there's a lot of completists out there. Good for you guys. If you guys got the income to do that with, the patience, the time, that is awesome. I know there's a lot of people that do the halfway subscriptions, the full subscriptions where you get every fucking release mailed to you every month. That is awesome. I just don't pay all that up front. I just can't do it. There's a lot of their stuff I'm interested in. There's just some stuff to be honest, I just don't really give a fuck about. So, but yeah, guys, here we go. So as I go through this list, guys, if you see something you're interested in, feel free to go try check it out on Tubi or another streaming service. Just don't want you guys to be like, well, you recommended me this fucking movie, and I bought like 8 of the movies he recommended, and they all fucking suck, and I hate them. I don't want you guys to feel like, my recommendations kind of fucked you over. So here we go. First up, and this just goes without saying, I had to buy this movie twice because I was just one of those geeked out people that so excited their announcement for this I had to own it, and the only way I could get both slipcovers with it, because I'm not a yearly subscriber or the half year subscriber, was I had to buy 2 copies of it, which was not a problem for me. This is by far my favorite Vinegar Syndrome release, fucking hands down, and still can't believe that this is a reality, and Vinegar Syndrome got it. But guys, that is none other than Fade to Black. Guys, if you are not familiar with this film, I do know that Shudder still has the license for it right now, and they're playing it. However, it's not the Vinegar Syndrome scan, because I can tell you this Blu-ray looks fucking phenomenal. It is great, packed with tons of features. I couldn't... Every time I talk to somebody about Vinegar Syndrome and they tell me they don't know nothing about this film, I'm like, just stop doing what you're doing and go buy that fucking film, go watch it, whatever you got to do. It's great. Yeah, guys, they got a good bit of special features on here too. Of course, most of the Vinegar Syndrome releases are always region-free Blu-ray, so you guys overseas who are watching this, have no fear, because I believe about 99% of the time, all Vinegar Syndrome Blu-rays are region-free. Newly scanned and restored in 4K from the 35mm negative elements. So, guys, we'll show you that one. I'm not sure. I probably should have looked on the website first to see if these slipcovers are still available. I think one might be sold out and the other one's still available. But, guys, what you really need is the fucking movie, though. I can tell you that. This is a great release. There's the inside right there, guys. And I will hold that up. Maybe that camera will... pick up the special features on the back for you guys there if you want to pause that and read that. But I can assure you guys, this is a great fucking movie. I had recalled over the years, I've seen Arrow Video, Screen Factory, Criterion, all these boutique labels. Everybody requested this fucking movie. Everybody wants Fade to Black, and nobody got it. And then to hear one of the Vinegar Syndrome guys get on a podcast, which was Just the Disc podcast. Basically, from what I gathered from this story, is everybody was told that it wasn't possible to get the license for that film, but nobody was asking why not. And turns out he asked, why can't we get the license? They gave him a reason, and he was like, I can go around that reason. Fuck it, we can meet the demands of that. Vinegar Syndrome got it. So fucking kudos to him. I think that's Brad Henderson, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken about who actually... fought to get the license for that, but I believe that's who did the podcast on Just the Disc podcast. Hope I didn't bore you with all that information, but I am a nerd and I do listen to a lot of podcasts. Next up, I recommend the hell out of Fade to Black. This one right here, this is a personal favorite of mine right here. I have recommended this to like my close friends that I know. That's they like some trashy shit. But this is definitely not for everybody, though. So if you feel the need, you don't know anything about this, I will tell you it's a trauma film. That alone right there usually turns a lot of people off. But there is some fucking gold when it comes to trauma. I'm one of those people that believes that trauma has more going on for a lot more fucking going on for it than just the Toxic Avenger films. So we're going to hop right into this. This is none other than Luther the Geek. I bought this for a very good dear friend of mine, Cody, and super glad that I got it for him. I was still able to get the slipcover with it. I talked to him so many times about this movie, and I'm just like, fuck. I finally broke down and just bought him a fucking box of Vinegar Syndrome. He sent me a package one day, just being Cody. He was so fucking nice and just reached out and sent me a box of great stuff. Which we just watched Kingdom New York, by the way, which was one of those titles he gave me in that box. And Cody, I had a fucking blast tonight with that. Sorry, I woke up a little bit late, by the way. But this is Luther the Geek. It's a trauma film, 80 minutes from 1988. This is a great fucking release. I do know that 88 Films did put this out as well. I do not own that release. However, I'm hoping to get my fucking hands on that. I do know I think it's part of the Slasher Classics collection, which I do have a good bit of those over there. Unfortunately, I don't have Luther the Geek, so I do want to get that and kind of see how the features stack up and how they differ. Because I love everything about this movie. This movie is fucking out there. I mean, we're talking about a deranged lunatic. As soon as this movie starts up, it lets you know it's fucking taking no hostages. There's this fucking freak that got locked in a cage. And he's basically an alcoholic, and they're all teasing him for a fucking drink. And the only way he can get that drink is if he bites the fucking head off a chicken. And this literally all takes place within like the first 3 or 4 minutes of the film. This little boy gets tripped up, falls, and busts his fucking teeth on this big ass like wagon chariot or whatever it is sitting there. And then the movie starts up. It's just fucking balls to the wall. But yeah, guys, this was a little earlier. This is when Vinegar Syndrome was still doing their they were including the DVDs with their Blu-rays. They don't do that practice anymore, I guess, to probably save money. Which, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. It would be nice if they still include the DVDs, but I mean, I'm sure most everybody probably just has those in a case, and they just sit there. Whenever somebody returns to watch the film, they always pop in the Blu-ray. Duh. So, but yeah, guys, there's the original theatrical cover art right there. Hope you guys can see that good. Yeah, I will say though, this movie definitely isn't for everybody. Everybody's got different tastes, so you know, if you guys are a little bit skeptical about this, I know as soon as everybody sees the word trauma on something, and I can totally relate to that because there's a lot of shit that I've kind of looked over the past because I was like, I don't know about that shit. Sorry guys, my phone's blowing up. But guys, that is Luther the Geek. Please feel free to try to get on Tubi or whatever you can to check that out before you buy it. I'm not sure if that slipcover is still available. Vinegar Syndrome did put out the release first. This slipcover came much, much later. They do a practice where every sale, they have 2 sales every year, which is the halfway to Black Friday sale and, of course, the Black Friday sale. And each one of those sales, they'll press up 4 new slipcovers for previous releases. And so far, I think I've stayed on top of all of those so far. So I actually kept up pretty fluent with that. But slipcover's great, though. Love the way the teeth and the lettering just comes out at you right there. So, yeah, definitely a release right there I enjoy the hell out of. We'll keep it going. Here's another one right here, which I love. They literally just put this slipcover out in the Black Friday sale of 2020, I believe. Yeah, because this one literally just came out. The release has been out for a while, but the slipcover is brand new to it, and that is none other than Nightmare Sisters. That is a gorgeous ass slipcover. I love this film. I mean, we're talking about Linnea Quigley, Brink Stevens, come on. But there's the other, which is kind of a Saved by the Bell kind of vibe right there, if you ask me. A lot of people do not care for this movie. I will tell you, it is fucking cheesy as hell. I do enjoy this film, though. It is awesome. It's my kind of flick, though. But keep in mind, I'm a person who, like, some of my favorite movies, like, of all time, is going to be Sorority Babes and the Slime Ball Bowl-O-Rama. And this is pretty much where this kind of reminds me of that. Yeah, guys, here's the artwork on the front of that. I will hold that up so you guys can see that on the back right there. Hopefully you can read that, see the special features. Let's see what we got. This is from 1987, 82 minutes, directed by David Dakota, which is also the director for Sorority Babes and the Slime Ball Bowl-O-Rama. I know David Dakota's probably directed about 180 fucking films at this point, still going hard. That was Charles Band's boy. He, like Joe Bob said on his on the Sorority Babes at the Slime Ball Bowl-O-Rama special, David Dakota was just one of them directors who shot his movies fucking lightning fast, and he shot them hard and dirty. And it definitely shows. Sometimes the plot point could be a little fucked up, but if you're into cheesy stuff and you're ready to have some fun, this is definitely for you. So I would definitely say this is a movie that I do watch constantly. Every time I get the feeling to watch Sorority Babes and the Slime Ball Bowl-O-Rama, I usually go straight for this one as well as a double feature. But yeah, I love David Dakota. And he definitely loves the he definitely loves the cheesy aspects of filmmaking, and that's just something I respect the hell out of. So, guys, that is Nightmare Sisters. I do believe that is on Tubi as well, so guys, feel free to check that out. Let's keep it going. What was that? That was number 3, so here's number 4. I do believe before Vinegar Syndrome put this out, I believe a lot of us probably would have never got to see this movie. I think Joe Spinell will always be known for Maniac. And when Vinegar Syndrome put this out, I jumped all over it. This slipcover can be a bitch to get now, though. It's a coffin case slipcover. And to find just a slipcover by itself goes for stupid money. But don't let that deter you away. What's inside the fucking case, which is that disc, is what you want. And this is Joe Spinell in The Undertaker. Guys, this is a fucking great release right here. Vinegar Syndrome did a lot of work to even let this exist, I can tell you that. There is some special features on here, which just the special features alone is worth the price of purchase. The film itself, I will tell you, the film has a lot of problems. Not that Vinegar Syndrome didn't do a good job on the restoration, but I can just say, most likely, I'd say Joe Spinell probably. I'm not going to even say probably. I just don't want to talk shit, but he definitely had a drinking problem, and there was some problems while shooting this film, unfortunately. I believe he was already far deep in the clutches of his alcoholism, and if you go through the special features on here, you will get to hear about some of that. But guys, this is scanned and restored in 2K from the 35mm camera negative with select shots sourced from tape elements. And of course, that happens sometimes, especially when the negative has been just deteriorating in a canister and they can't really truly get the integrity to come back. So sometimes they have to source any kind of other elements they can. In this case, some of them were tape elements. But I can tell you, this fucking thing looks great. Got a commentary track with the director. You also get an introduction for the film by the director. You got outtakes, archival promotional video, promotional still gallery, a booklet essay by Michael Gingold, which booklets are not a Vinegar Syndrome strong suit. I can tell you that. A lot of their releases don't come with booklets. There are a few, though, however, and this is one of them. If you buy this movie now, I'm not sure if it still comes with the booklet or not. Don't quote me on that. But I'm telling you, what you really need, though, is that disc right there. It's got everything on it. And I'm here to tell you, this is, me and my wife have watched this now numerous times. I love it a little bit more each time I watch it. I know exactly what I'm in for before I go pop it in, though. Don't think that this is like a life-changing movie or anything like that. It is fucking awesome, though. I dig the hell out of it, and I'm going to tell you right now, if Vinegar Syndrome would not have come across the camera negative for this, I'm pretty sure nobody would have went out of any other boutique label would probably not have went out of their way to chase down Joe Spinell and The Undertaker. But I dig the hell out of this, and like I said, guys, that slipcover is very fucking hard to come by. Don't let that deter you, though, from actually getting this movie during the sale. Usually this is how it works, especially with this one being an older title. Whenever the sale hits, because this one no longer has a slipcover, you're looking at about $16, $16.50, somewhere like that. So let's just say somewhere between $15 to $17 is what's going to be the sale price for this in the Vinegar Syndrome sale. And let me tell you, you will get every fucking penny worth out of that price. I was fortunate enough to get this when it first came out, the slipcover. I think I got this for like 20, 25 bucks or something like that, straight off the site, I believe. And I love the hell out of that release. Couldn't say enough good shit about it. Oh, next up, this is definitely some holiday horror right here, actually. Let's go with this one first. Because I like this holiday horror better than that one, hands down, for sure. Guys, the next one up, this release has been out for a while, but they literally just put out the slipcover for this maybe a year or so ago. Probably 2 years at this point, who knows. But guys, that is Christmas Evil. I do love this movie. I have the Arrow Video DVD up there, and I also have the 88 Films Slasher Classics release of this. I do have the slipcover, guys. Don't ask me why I keep that separate. I'm just one of those weird kind of people. But I kind of just put it up on my top shelf as kind of decoration. But yeah, I do have the 88 Films release, and I do have the Vinegar Syndrome release. So, guys, either one of these will do you just fine. But if you don't own one, in 2 weeks, you possibly could for a really cheap price. But guys, that is Christmas Evil from Vinegar Syndrome. I'll let you see the back right there of that. Hopefully that glare ain't annoying the fuck out of you guys. This is Christmas Evil. I enjoy the hell out of this movie. Yeah, this movie definitely has some problems with it. I had a ton of fun watching this with the fellas for the Joe Bob Briggs Christmas special. He showed Christmas Evil and another movie I got right there, which I'm going to bring that up here in a little bit. There's the release right there, Vinegar Syndrome, originally put out right there. This has been out for a while. It's only the slipcover that's been relatively new. I don't think that slipcover is still available. But don't let that deter you, because if you can get this for anywhere between 15 to 17 bucks, is a fucking score in my book. This is a great flick. I'll open it up. This is a very early release. This is number 60 in the the Vinegar Syndrome catalog. So this was before they were doing background artwork for their disc, including slip covers and stuff like that. But of course, this is the Blu-ray DVD. Guys, let's see what we got here. Lewis Jackson's cult favorite Christmas Evil, newly restored classic in 4K on Blu-ray for the first time. This movie's from 1980, 94 minutes. And the 4K restoration comes sourced from the 35mm elements. So, wasn't the actual camera negative, but hey, they had what they could to work with. Guys, I'll hold that up. Hopefully you can see something without too much of glare. Yeah, guys, that is Christmas Evil. I do watch this every Christmas. It's kind of like, what was that? Krampus, which I watch that every fucking Christmas as well. Of course, Silent Night, Deadly Night. This goes right in there with them. So it's always nice to add some holiday horror to the collection, because when that holiday comes up, I come back here and I dig out everything I've got physically for Christmas horror, and I go through it like crazy. Alright, guys. So here's another Christmas film right here, and I can tell you right now that these next couple slipcovers I'm going to show you is long out of print, and they are fucking super expensive, but don't let that deter you away from grabbing just a release from Vinegar Syndrome during the sale for a really good price, guys. That is Jack Frost. I will try to make that work right. Alright, look at there. I ain't have to fuck with it too much. This is Jack Frost. I was lucky enough to get this with a slipcover. I'm trying to think. I don't think I got... Yeah, actually, Vinegar Syndrome had sold out of that slipcover a long time ago. And during one of their sales, which I believe was Black Friday. I was about to say Black November. Black Friday, they announced on Facebook that they had found 100 copies in the back of their warehouse of Jack Frost that still had the slipcover. So first come, first serve. As soon as that sale went live, I was sitting there fucking refreshing my shit, the tab, for about 5 or 10 minutes. Do not know why the case does not want to come out. It's pissing me off. And I was fortunate enough to grab one of these with a slip, so I fucking scored on that, because buying a copy on eBay with a slip cover is... I was never going to go that route. I'm never going to pay $75 for that. It's fucking insane. For a piece of cardboard. What you want is inside this plastic case right here, and that's what you will get if you buy just this during the halfway to Black Friday sale. Directed by Michael Cooney. This is from 1996, 89 minutes. Guys, I'm pretty sure most of you have probably all seen this. Scanned and restored in 2K from the 35mm vault elements. Yeah, and of course everybody knows this has got Shannon Elizabeth in it. So, guys, this movie is cheesy as fuck, but I do love it, though. It's just, it's up there in my top favorite, that's for sure. But yeah, guys, this is, like I said, this is still when Vinegar Syndrome was including the DVDs with their Blu-rays in their cases. This is region free, so you overseas people have fun with that. That's Jack Frost. I don't want to spend too much time on this because I feel like everybody and their fucking mama has seen this movie. But if you haven't, definitely try to check it out on like Tubi or something. Try to stream it for free. Don't want you guys buying some shit that you ain't gonna like. So yeah, guys, that is definitely 2 holiday horror films that I have from Vinegar Syndrome that I love dearly. And there's a third one right over here. And I might as well just go ahead and plug that one in so we can knock out all 3 of the Christmas movies right up front. This was literally just released. Black Friday 2020, which is perfect time because Christmas was coming right up. And I'm going to tell you right now, this movie is fucking gold. And I love it. Joe Bob also showed this as well with Christmas Evil, the last Christmas special. He even showed Jack Frost the year before, which he included Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. What was it? Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, Jack Frost, and Black Christmas. That was one hell. He did 3 movies on that special that year, and it was fucking great. But let's get back to this, guys. This I will tell you that this is one of those releases where I will say the 4K UHD just looks so fucking good compared to the Blu-ray. I'm not saying the Blu-ray in this case looks like shit. By no means. It's fucking great. But I will tell you the 4K UHD disc, those colors in there makes it look really good. And this is a great fucking flick, guys. That is Deadly Games also known as Dial Code Santa Claus. And guys, I will tell you, if you do not own this and you love holiday horror, even if you don't like holiday horror, fuck it, watch this movie. You will not regret it. I can tell you right now, this is not an American film, but it definitely stands on its fucking own. That's for sure. What is this? It's also known by this title too as well, which is 3615 Code Pure Noil or whatever. I'm not really sure, but I'm just going to show you that, guys, anyway. Let's see. Newly scanned and restored in 4K from its 35mm original camera negative. And guys, I'm telling you right now, believe me when I tell you, there is no fucking better source than the original 35mm camera negative when it comes for restoring films. We got reverse cover artwork. So this is a French horror film, original French language soundtrack with newly translated English subtitles. So, yeah, guys. We all know with 4K, you don't have to worry about region shit, so it's automatically region free. The Blu-ray in here is A, B, and C, so you overseas guys, there you go again. Let's see, there is a good bit of special features in here. They got an interview with the director, which is 88 minutes long, an interview with one of the actors, which is 40 minutes long, extensive still gallery, multiple storyboards and scene comparisons, archival behind-the-scenes featurette, which is 8 minutes, so they actually did get the archival stuff that was on previous releases and put them over here. A short film by Renee Manzer, pre-trailer model shorts featurette, Bonnie Tyler music video for the song Merry Christmas, French trailer, French teaser trailer, French television spots, Italian trailer, English trailer. So guys, that fucking thing is packed full. There is the Blu-ray and there is the 4K right there. So you guys get both formats in the case. And I will tell you that fucking 4K disc looks incredible. During the last Christmas special, he showed this with Christmas Evil, and me and the fellas was fucking eating this film up. I know Cody ordered this one as well. I bought this one off of eBay, and I got another copy sitting right there. I gotta get up with fucking Donato. I'm such a horrible friend, but I got so much stuff sitting here for him. I gotta get up with him though, but I did though. I bought this one off of eBay, and I also ordered another copy during Black Friday. Cody had already ordered it. I asked Donato, like, hey, you didn't order that yet, right? Because I fucked up and ordered one by mistake. And, yeah, it's fucking been sitting right here forever. So, Donato, buddy, if you're watching this, man, I got to get up with you, man, because I want to make sure I get that put in your hands. But Donato was one that he was watching out with me, Alan, and Cody, and we were just loving the hell of it. So, guys, just to kind of recap right there, if you do like Christmas horror, oh, my God, don't fucking sleep on these Vinegar Syndrome releases right here. That is Christmas Evil, Jack Frost, Deadly Games. If I had to take my pick of which one I like the most, I got to see Christmas Evil first before any of them. I fell in love with this thing. I bought the Arrow Video DVD. I bought that Christmas Evil, the Slasher Classics Collection Edition, as soon as that came out. And that literally just came out last year. Even though I've already got like 2 copies of the movie, I was like, fuck it, I'm going to buy a third one because I love this movie so much. I want to see what the features are. I want to see that booklet, whatever. And, but guys, I will tell you, that is, out of all 3 of them, that is my favorite. But holy shit, as Deadly Games come, yeah, I'm not even going to go into this too much, because I almost can't even fucking do it. The more I think about it, I'm like, yeah, I like Deadly Games a little bit more. It's got everything there for me. That kid in Deadly Games, you put that fucking kid in a house with Macaulay Culkin to see who's going to fucking take that fight. That kid right there would stomp his fucking ass any day of the week. That movie is the shit. Alright, guys, so here's another one coming up right here. I will tell you, this is another one just like Jack Frost. This is one of those lenticular slipcovers. It's fucking super hard to get. Oh, don't even try to go for it if you're not one who's wanting to spend the money, never seen it, whatever. By all means, if this is one of your favorite movies and you just have endless sources of money and you don't mind spending probably a fucking $100 for this thing, I'd say definitely go for it then to fulfill your desire. But what's in the case is what matters most. So don't be deterred by that fucking slipcover, which slipcover looks great. But guys, this is Demon Wind. I will try to turn that. There we go. There we go. So got the window first. Kind of wizardry. Looks like a little wizard, like a fucking demon wizard. And then boom, bust through the window. Guys, I have seen this movie multiple times, but I will tell you, I lucked up and my buddy Ross sold me this one. He had it in his collection. He was wanting to fund something else, and he said he just didn't really care holding on to it anymore. He bought it, got it for a really good price at a convention, and he sold it to me. And for some reason, I have not opened this yet. It is set here sealed forever. I have watched the Joe Bob special for this one so many fucking times it's not even funny. So Joe Bob Briggs did the last drive-in marathon, which was he was going to show 13 movies, and that was going to be it. However, he came back and did a whole season 1 for At the Drive-In, and this is one of the flicks he chose in there. And that was my first time actually getting to watch it, and I have watched this fucking movie so many times on that special, it's not even funny, and it's quickly become one of my favorites. This is definitely, this feels really Evil Dead-ish to me, for sure. And it's a sad excuse that I have not opened this up to check this out, because I don't even know if Joe Bob for the last drive-in used Vinegar Syndrome scan of this one or not. So I definitely need to look into that. So this is newly scanned and restored in 2K from the 35mm original camera negative, which, like I said, guys, there is no fucking better source when it comes to restoring these films than actually having the 35mm original camera negative. Video interview with producer, video interview with actress, video interview with cinematographer, which is fucking great. Audio interview with editor Christopher Roth, theatrical trailer, still gallery. It just says limited editions, lenticular slipcover artwork by Speed Blur, reversible cover artwork. Directed by Charles Philip Moore, starring Eric Larson, Francine Lapincy, Sherry Lee, and Stephen Cordis. So, 1984, 98 minutes. And guys, I will tell you, if you haven't seen that movie, definitely, I don't even know if it's still on Shudder or not. That's a bitch, I probably should have looked at that first. But guys, if you take a look on Shudder and it's on there, make sure you watch the At the Last Drive-In viewing of this with Joe Bob Briggs. He will point out there, this shit is cheesy. There's a lot of problems going on, but fuck, that is a great movie. If you're willing to watch some cheesy shit, have a few drinks with the boys, that is a great fucking flick. Well, guys, let's see how much we cover so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're 8 in it. Got a few more coming up. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. I've been constantly just sitting here. So let me take a puff of this cigarette. We're going to get right back into it. And holy fuck, do I got some great ones coming up. By the way, guys, if you're still watching this video, kudos to you for sticking in there watching this shit. If you have stuck around this far, hit me up in the comment section and say, hey, I made it to the fucking 32-minute mark. Fucking thanks for doing the video, giving us a heads up on some titles maybe we should grab for the sale, because that's what I'm doing it for, guys. I will say another thing, too. Guys, if you do order during these sales, which in 2 weeks will be the halfway to Black Friday sale 2021, please know that when you make your order, Vinegar Syndrome will be slammed with orders. This is one of the 2 times that we're there the busiest of the year. Everybody gets on there to save money, just like I do. We get on there and we buy a bunch of shit. And everybody's just very eager to get that box in. Especially, I think, what was that? Black Friday 2020. That was the most I ever spent through Vinegar Syndrome all at once. Actually, that was probably the most I've ever spent in one order, believe it or not. And that was about $530 worth, and I was eagerly anticipating that fucking box. I will tell you, if you're not a halfway subscriber or a full year subscriber, whatever, those people, they get their stuff shipped to them first, because they're more of like the VIP customers of Vinegar Syndrome. Don't let that deter you. It took me about a month. Every time I've ordered from these sales, it usually takes me about a month to get my box, but I do assure you that Vinegar Syndrome sends that shit wrapped really good. They are really good about putting everything in the box. And if there is any problems with Vinegar Syndrome, just like Arrow Video has great fucking customer service, and I couldn't urge that to you enough. Those are great guys. I've got to contact them just a few times about minor things, and fuck, were they right on it with just being like, hey, don't worry about sending that shit back. Just keep that. We'll send you another one. Blah blah blah. And I love shit like that. It just goes to show that they do care about their customers. They're not just ready to take your fucking money and be like, well, whatever problem you got, you go fucking deal with it elsewhere. We already got your money, so we don't really give a fuck. Nothing like that. And guys, I will tell you this too. If you let's say you hop on, let's say Thursday night at midnight, the sale goes live, you hop on there, you're like, fuck it, I've already spent like $100 worth of shit. I got this, blah 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 blah. Well, while that sale's going on for the whole weekend, you can log right back into your account and keep adding more shit to that order, and it's not going to charge you more for shipping or anything like that. So you can just keep adding to that fucking order. I think I've went back in like 6-7 times before over a 3-day period for the sale and put 7 orders all in one big order. So like that $530 box I just bought last year. Guys, I do have that video up if you are interested in seeing that. That was a huge fucking box. I'm telling you, it was like $530 worth of shit. I was like a kid on fucking Christmas getting that box. I was so glad. And I'll be honest with you, I have a lot of stuff over there from that order I haven't even watched yet. So I just ordered so much shit, and there's just so little time to watch all this shit. But I'm glad I got it for the good price I did. I have watched a good bit, though. I will give myself a little bit of credit. But just so you know, as a heads up, place your order. Don't feel like, hey, if I go back in because I forgot something, then I got to place another order and they're going to charge me for shipping. Bullshit. You can fucking log right back into your account, add to existing order as the option that pops up whenever you're done completing that order for the payment method and all that. Add to existing order. You could fucking put 300 things in there if you want to. You can go back in there 300 fucking times if you want to. So it's going to charge you once for shipping, whatever. I will urge you this, though. With the mail being as fucked up as it is, guys, I think for the media mail, they're going to charge you like $5. For USPS priority 2-day mail, they're going to charge you like $8 or $9, $10, whatever. It's literally only a couple dollars difference, maybe double for media mail. Go with that option. If you're going to go in there and you're going to spend like fucking $500, spend $10 on shipping so that way your shit's not sitting at a post office somewhere. And for some reason, when they take that shit to Connecticut, it goes to New Jersey, and for some reason, it wants to fucking sit in New Jersey for like 2 weeks before it ever moves, which makes it even longer for you to get your order. But if you do it priority mail, that shit goes like fucking lightning. So just giving you the heads up, I want you guys to be able to get your box as quick as you can, because you're already going to probably wait a month if you're not a subscriber like me. You place your order. The sale goes off. They go back in the next week, start packing all this shit to send it out. Well, they're packing up subscriber stuff first. That takes a while, probably the week or two to get through that. And that list is growing constantly all the time. They promote that and they get a lot of people to come in. So then they finally get down to the people who are not subscribers, who are just jumping in there for these great prices for sales, just like myself. So it takes a little bit longer for them to get to you. And then not to mention, so they'll get it all your shit packed up. And then they put it in the hands of the Postal Service. And when you select media mail, I'm sorry that ever since COVID has fucking hit, I will tell you, the mail service fucking sucks. Just flat out, it sucks. I hate it. I've had so many fucking problems with media mail. If I ever get the option to use USPS priority mail, I always go for that. And it's so much less of a fucking headache, a wait, or fucking worrying about shit getting lost. And I'm having to go through my post office for them to send an email to another fucking post office. I'll try to save the rant for that shit, but guys, if you watch my previous videos, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because I bitch about that shit all the time. So I do hope that information does help you. Let's keep it going, guys. Here we go right here. And you know what? I would have thrown another one in here, but I haven't watched it yet, and that wouldn't be fair. It's technically one of my favorite releases. But I did just get it. However, where did I leave it? Fuck, it's way over there. But Vinegar Syndrome did just release a Kevin Tenney film that has never been on Blu-ray before. Nobody's never seen the director's cut until that Vinegar Syndrome release. That movie is called The Cellar. This is a Kevin Tenney film that Vinegar Syndrome has now had for a long time, but the slipcover is relatively new. I think the slipcover probably came out within the past year or so. Nice looking slipcover, I'll give them that. That is none other than Witchtrap. This is not to be confused with Scream Factory's release of Witchboard. Completely two different movies. I will tell you the Scream Factory release of Witchboard is fucking great. If you don't own that and you like Night of the Demons, some other Kevin Tenney shit, definitely check out Witchboard from Scream Factory. But we're talking about Vinegar Syndrome here, so I'm gonna not talk about Scream Factory shit too much. This is from Vinegar Syndrome. This is Witchtrap. This is from Kevin Tenney, guys. I will hold that up so you can kind of see that. Looks like a fucking goat's head and a pentagram kind of shit. This is a great flick. If I'm not mixing my movies up here, because I just had a brain fart. Linnea Quigley is in this one. Right, Johnny? Kim Moon. Yes, she is. 1980. It's from 1989. 91 minutes. This is region free. Newly scanned and restored in 2K from the 35mm inner positive, which is not the original camera negative, but trust me, that's the next best fucking thing you can get right there. This is awesome right here. I did listen to this as well a while back. This is a group commentary track, which I always love that shit because everybody's just bouncing everything off of one another. You got the group commentary track with Kevin Tenney, the producer Dan Duncan, cinematographer Tom Jewett, and actor Al Harvins. Would have been nice for Linnea Quigley to be in that group for that, though. I will say that. Video interviews, which they didn't hold back. Director Kevin Tenney, actress Linnea Quigley, cinematographer Tom Jewett, and special effects supervisor, I'm going to butcher this, Tazla Burr. Got audio interviews on here, original video trailer, Book of Joe, short film directed by Kevin Tenney. Alternate ending for Book of Joe. Fuck, I don't think I ever watched this feature on here. I'm trying to recap in my mind. You know, that's a fucking shame. I'm going to have to leave this out now because I'm going to have to go check that out. That has a lot of shit, though. Yeah, guys, Kevin Tenney film from 1989, 91 minutes. Guys, that is Witchtrap right there. There's the cover for it. Here's the back. If you guys want to pause, check out the features on it. And like I said, guys, this was early on, so Vinegar Syndrome was including the Blu-ray. I'm sorry, the DVDs with the Blu-ray at the time. I will pop that disc out so everybody can enjoy that artwork behind there. And if you notice, there's my girl right there, Linnea Quigley. I think I told my wife not too long ago I was going to try to track down every physical movie she was ever in. Every movie that she was in that has a physical release. I think my wife was like, wow, like, what's your thing with Linnea Quigley? I'm like, dude, she's a great fucking actress. I love her movies. Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. Holy fuck, what a movie. Yeah, guys, this is a great flick, though. If you've never seen it before, you're interested, try to get on streaming service. Like I said, for the rest of them, try to give it a watch before you buy it. But then again, if you're like, hey, that's a Kevin Tenney flick, and I love me some Kevin Tenney, I don't own that, guys, jump on it and grab it. I'm not sure if that slipcover is still available. Like I just said earlier, that movie, the release itself has been out for years now, for a couple, probably maybe 4 or 5 years, maybe. I'm not really sure. This is number 158, so this was early down the line. I think Vinegar Syndrome is definitely at the 400 mark, or even past that now. I'm not even fucking sure at this point. But so this release has definitely been out for a while. It's just a slipcover that's recently been released. Like I said, I don't know if that slipcover is still available, but if the contents inside the case is what you want, and if you can, definitely you'll be able to get this during the sale between 15 to 17 bucks. That is a fucking steal. So that is Witchtrap, guys. Definitely try to chase that if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so here we go right here. Here is, what did I pull that one out for? Oh, I see what I did. Okay, so here we go. Here's number 10 right here. So this falls in the top 10, basically. This is a great fucking movie. I remember when Vinegar Syndrome announced this, I didn't jump on it. Unfortunately, the slipcover came and went very fucking fast for this one, because the slipcover was pretty limited for this one. I lucked out and went to a convention at Days of the Dead, I believe, in 2018 with the missus. I went to go walk by a table, and there was none other than Brad from Vinegar Syndrome there. Had a whole table set up full of Vinegar Syndrome titles, and he just so had this one sitting on the table. And he was nice enough, since I bought so much shit from him, that he gave me such a fucking incredible deal, which is a cool fucking dude, because since he gave me a great deal, I just turned around with the money that I saved and bought more shit from him. So, and this was his last day there too, so I was just fucking, all the money I'd saved up, I was just like, yo, like, here's what I got. What can I get with this? And he was like, dude, just pick out some movies, like, what you interested in? And he was just helping me reference shit. Accommodating, just being like, look, I kind of recommend this. Witchtrap was one that he recommended me, and Nightmare Sisters. I bought both of those in the same day, and I think I just mentioned Linnea Quigley, and he was just like, I got something for you. So very cool dude. But he had this one sitting on the table with the slipcover with it, and I jumped all over this shit, and that is Ice Cream Man. Guys, I do believe that Shudder at one point might have had this. If they don't have it, try to get on Tubi and watch this. I'm pretty sure all you guys are familiar with this. This is one of those titles that's kind of like Demon Wind or Jack Frost. A lot of people do know about it. So guys, if you do know about it, just ignore me here for the next few minutes, and especially if you already have it, because I'm about to geek out for a little bit. Not only is this a monumental release, it's never been on Blu-ray before. It's never had a really good solid release. I've seen a DVD copy of this that I held on for so many years that looked like goddamn turd. And it's just horrible. But this release right here is gold. This movie's from 1994, 86 minutes, newly scanned and restored in 2K from the 35mm original negative. Don't get fucking better than that. You got a commentary track with Norman Asteen, the director. And here's one of my favorite features out of all features on any fucking boutique label release. This is one of my favorite features, hands down. Out of all the fucking money I spent on all this shit you see behind me on this table, and even the rest of these releases, this is by far the best special feature, and this type of special feature should be on any fucking release that this guy has ever took the time to do. But the special feature that's on here is Ice Cream Man, the Monster Vision Summer School Edition with Joe Bob Briggs and Clint Howard. So not only did they give you such a great release of the film looking so good with some great special features, they included the original Monster Vision episode in its entirety for Joe Bob Briggs as a special feature. That alone right there is fucking... If I didn't have this movie and I was chasing it down and it was out of print, I'm going to tell you right now, just with that special feature alone, I would fucking spend so much money on this. You'd be like, holy shit, that guy loves Joe Bob Briggs, because I do. That is a great one. Interview with Clint Howard, interview with Norman Asteen, interview with David Goldstein, the producer, still gallery, slipcover design by Speed Blur, which she designed another one in there, reverse cover artwork. Yeah, man, this is Olivia Hussey's in here as well. Guys, if you don't know who that is, she played in the original 1990 miniseries It. This is a great fucking flick. My wife loves this movie. We'll pop this out of the case because it deserves it. Guys, I will tell you that slipcover's long gone. So if you're not worried about the slipcover, don't worry about it. If you are, don't let that fucking piece of cardboard right there deter you away from what's inside this case, which is fucking gold. Guys, there is the front cover right there. I will show you the back. Maybe you guys can pause that and see that. As I said before, guys, the best special feature on any physical media boutique release ever in history right there. I wish that a lot of these boutique labels would go back and try to seal the rights or the license for these old Monster Vision episodes, Last Drive-In episode, whatever, and include that shit. Joe Bob's been a fucking saint to the horror community, just film lovers in general, and I'm going to tell you right now, when I pop this out of the case to go watch it, I go straight to that bonus feature right there, and it automatically plays his segment with the breaks of this movie being restored on here, so that's a fucking plus. I don't even click play on the menu. I go straight to special features and watch the movie that way. But I will crack this open for you guys. Like I said, this is when Vinegar Syndrome was still doing their DVD releases with the Blu-ray, so you got both discs right there. I was trying to think... looks like the cover is exactly this. Yeah, they're exactly the same. Just Ice Cream Man. The title is not at the top right there, but as you can see, it is there. So yeah, guys, that is definitely that is a go-to release right there. As I said before, guys, if you already have this release or you already know about it, forgive me for my bantering on and all that stuff. I just love the hell out of the fact that they included the Monster Vision episode of that. When I saw that on here, the first thing I did was I contacted Vinegar Syndrome. I'm like, if you guys ever get a chance to fucking put out any of your movies that you get these licensed for or whatever, and you're able to include that Joe Bob Briggs Monster Vision special or whatever, please do it. Fuck, I love that. And I think it was one of the guys that actually replied back to me and was like, I'm glad to hear that you love Joe Bob Briggs as much as we do. That's exactly why we included it in here, because we just literally had it on the shelf and we decided to throw it in there. Best decision ever. But yeah, guys, that is Ice Cream Man. If you don't have that, please go in that Black Friday sale. I assure you this is a great grab. You can have fun with it. Yeah, it's cheesy. It's got a little bit of there's a few problems with it here and there. Clint Howard's fucking awesome in this flick, though. Plays one hell of a deranged lunatic. But this is a great flick, though. This is everything that I want in a movie right here. That's for sure. So, yeah, guys, like I said, that slipcover's long gone, but you can get on that site during that sale, and you can land that between 15 to 16, 17 bucks. That is a fucking steal. That's, like I said, guys, if I didn't have that flick and it was out of print and I was chasing it down, I would be paying a hell of a lot of money to make sure I got that. All right, guys, so there is my top 10 recommendations from Vinegar Syndrome right there. I'll hold those up so you can see them. Guys, there is 2 copies of Fade to Black, because I did want to show you the slipcover. Let me turn those around because you can't see the Undertaker. Yeah, guys, there's the top 10 right there, I would say. Like I said, guys, I went to go pull them out to do a top 10. I really can't just do a top 10. I could do a top 15 because I love the hell out of these as well. So we're going to keep it going. Guys, next up, this slipcover's long gone, and 101 Films just put this out, which I'm debating on grabbing a copy of that just to see if there's any different special features or not. Maybe there's a different scan, which I highly doubt. 101 Films probably just licensed the actual Vinegar Syndrome scan, and they borrowed it for their release. I'm not sure, but I will be checking out that 101 Films release of this. I got the fellas to watch this with me one night on Tubi. So guys, please check it out if it's still on there. If you've never seen this movie, I can assure you, you will have a ton of fucking fun with this. I believe that I got Cody, Donato, and Alan just fucking sprung on this movie when we was watching. I was like, it's fucking silly as fuck, it's cheesy as hell, but guys, you're gonna love the hell out of this. And that is none other than Pledge Night. I was just lucky enough to grab one of these off of the Vinegar Syndrome website. I think they had just a few of the slipcovers left. It wasn't during a sale. I believe I got this one with Spookies. And Spookies was running low as well for their variant slipcover. It was the only thing that was left, so I went ahead and jumped on that. Because I'd ordered a bunch of shit during a sale, and then I had to go back in after the sale to grab a few things that I, for some reason, just skipped out on and then heard shit about later. But anyway, guys, that is Pledge Night. There's the back of it right there. I can assure you guys, if you're into some cheesy shit, you like to have a few beers while you watch your movie, watch it with your friends, and have a laugh at shit, here's the movie for you right here. Fuck, this is a great flick. And like I said, guys, definitely, damn, I think I tore the little protective thing. As long as the slipcover's alright, I don't give a fuck about it. I got plenty of those little baggies. But here you go, guys. There's the cover that 101 Films is advertising with their release right now. So that's the original cover. Let's see, guys. This is newly scanned and restored in 2K from its 35mm original camera negative. Look at fucking Vinegar Syndrome just getting those original camera negatives. I can only imagine what those fucking things look like when they pull them out of the can after so many decades. Guys, this does have some features on it, directed by Paul Ziller, starring Joey Belladonna, which is fucking the singer of Anthrax, and I listened to a special feature on here. He wasn't the easiest to work with, that's for sure. This is from 1988, 86 minutes. Guys, I will flip this over on the back so you can see it. That way I'm not sitting here just boring the hell out of you reading every little feature off of it. Guys, I will assure you, this is a great fucking flick. And this hasn't been out too long from Vinegar Syndrome. I don't believe this was 2019, so even in 2019 they were still including their DVDs with the Blu-ray. I will pop that out so you can see that artwork right there. It's got the Shorty house in the background holding up a big ass paddle. What does it say? Pledge Class. Yeah, this is a great flick. Love the hell out of it, guys. So definitely get on. If you've never seen this, get on Tubi, take a look at it. Had about 3 or 4 friends on Discord with me watching this, and every one of them loved it. They were like, "Wow, like I gotta own that movie from Vinegar Syndrome." So, guys, that is Pledge Night. I think Cody even told me that during this sale, he's actually gonna break down and buy it. I know a lot of if there is Vinegar Syndrome fans in here, like hardcore fans that love those slipcovers too. I understand why. I chase them down as well if I can get them for a decent price, but I'm to the point now where I'm with it now where I'm just like, I'm not going to pay, I've never paid crazy money just for a slipcover. I'll pay a few bucks for it here and there, try to get it for a good deal, maybe do a trade or something like that. But guys, the contents inside that case is everything that matters. This, the slipcover, of course, it's a nice piece of art, but there's no reason to pay just $50 for a fucking piece of cardboard. But anyway, guys, definitely check that out on Tubi. That is Pledge Night. We'll keep it going. Here's another one I ordered the same time with that one right here. The slipcovers, there was 2 different slipcovers for this one right here. This was a huge release for Vinegar Syndrome during one of their sales. I believe this was a Black Friday sale, if I'm not mistaken. 2019, maybe? I think so. Might have been 2019 Black Friday when they released this. But guys, that is none other than Spookies. There is 2 different versions of this slipcover. So this is the version B one. There was a version A one, which is the artwork that's included on the case in here. 101 Films just put this out in one of their nice box set style looking cases. I'm sure you guys have seen some of their releases. Comes with a booklet, 2 discs, the case, and all that. I went ahead and ordered that too as well. So hopefully that'll be coming in pretty soon. I dig the hell out of this movie. This movie was requested for so long, and nobody can ever find the fucking negative or get the license and all that other bullshit. But Vinegar Syndrome actually got their hands on it, guys. That is the cover right there for the version A slipcover. That is Spookies, and this thing is fucking packed with features. I will tell you that. So, guys, that is not a DVD. Both of those are Blu-ray discs. There's so many fucking special features on here that they had to release it as a 2-disc set. I'm sure that the 101 film set is probably exactly a clone of this one right here. It does include a booklet. That's about the only thing probably different, I would say. I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to get my hands on that, though, and go over it, because this is a great film. The documentary, the making of documentary for this is worth the price alone. Guys, these slipcovers are long gone, but don't let that deter you away from picking up a copy of this, especially for a great price. Like between 15 to 17 bucks, you're getting a great deal. You know, if you, I think the one-on-one films set maybe region B. So if you are region free and you kind of want to lead towards that one because maybe you want to check out that booklet that comes with it, you know, see whatever tickles your fancy, definitely go with that too. Or hell, maybe just go with that one and don't worry about the Vinegar Syndrome copy. But I can't really tell you anything about the one-on-one films release. However, I can tell you this is a great fucking release. This is from 1985, 85 minutes. And guys, there is a ton of features on that. If you'll look right there, it is just slammed full. Vinegar Syndrome went way out of their way to make sure they gave the fans a proper release of this. I believe there was a bootleg DVD of this going around on eBay for so many years, and people were just being like, okay, fuck it, we're never going to get a Blu-ray of it. And they were spending crazy money for a bootleg DVD of that. Fortunately, Vinegar Syndrome finally popped this thing out. So that is Spookies, guys. All right, here we go. Up next, guys. Here, I know this box is long gone, but this is a fucking great release. I bought this for my buddy Cody. I definitely won't even have this film because it's just too fucking good. Guys, that is Hell Comes to Frogtown, the Vinegar Syndrome release. Arrow Video has also released this before. I believe they still hold the region. I'm not sure if this is out of print through Arrow Video anymore. I know this is the Region B and Region 2 release of it. But that is Hell Comes to Frogtown. I do have the limited edition Blu-ray release from Arrow Video, which was limited to 1,000 copies, it says there on the back. And the only reason why this one was limited to 1,000 as opposed to the repress was because this was the Blu-ray DVD set and it came with the original booklet. So, anyway, sorry about that, guys. But this is the Vinegar Syndrome release. If I had to take my pick between both of these, I couldn't do it. I will tell you that this Vinegar Syndrome release looks fucking great. Joe Bob Briggs did a great, I think this was season 2 at the last drive-in. This was the final movie he showed. Maybe it might have been one of the last films he showed. Had a fucking fun night with this too. Loved watching him do it though. But yeah, guys, like I said, that box is pretty unique. It kind of opens up from the top. It's just great packaging and everything, but don't let that deter you. That's long gone. What you need is inside this case right here. It's all the same. This is from 1988. It's 86 minutes long. Newly scanned and restored in 4K from its 35mm inner positive, which is not the negative, but the next best thing you can get to. And guys, like I said, this was a little bit earlier when they were still including the DVDs with the Blu-ray. That whole thing with them not including the DVD copy with the Blu-ray anymore, that recently just happened, I believe, as in 2020. I think they might have done that in the beginning, somewhere in there. But anyway, guys, this 1988, 86 minutes, ton of shit on here too. A nice audio commentary with director Donald G. Jackson and writer-producer Randall Frakes. Mean and Green, a video interview with Randall Frakes. Gripping and Green. One second. Grappling with Green. Gargantuans. A video interview with lead actor Roddy Piper. Guys, I will tell you, I enjoy the hell out of Roddy Piper and They Live. As one of my favorite movies. And I kind of found out that he was in another movie called Hell Comes to Frogtown. I bought that Arrow Video release off of eBay, watched that shit one time, and I was immediately a fucking huge fan of it. Yeah, guys, let's see. Got a video interview with Brian Frank. Interview with Steve Wayne, the effects artist. Extended scene, original theatrical trailer. Reversible cover art, which, guys, I don't think I even showed you that. It's on the case, basically, so I'll pop that out for you and let you look. That's the original theatrical art right there. And then, of course, looks like Vinegar Syndrome's newly commissioned art. Guys, that is a great release right there. As I said before, and I'll say it again, this box is long gone, and I know it's nice. It's really nice and thick. It's definitely unique and all that good stuff. But definitely don't let that deter you away from not picking this film up, because that is a great fucking movie. If you have Shudder, this movie is still on the last drive-in. Please watch that movie. Being hosted by Joe Bob Briggs, such a fucking fun moment, that's for sure. And here we go, guys. We'll keep this going. I literally just got this one not too long ago as well. This might have been Black Friday. No, halfway to Black Friday 2020 right here. So it's been about a year now. And that is Blood Games. This is a great release, guys. I'm pretty sure this slipcover might be gone by now. I wouldn't be surprised if it was. there you go, guys. There's the back of it. This is definitely a revenge flick. It's basically kind of like a girls' baseball team. They get assaulted. They take revenge. I do believe this was on Tubi at one point, so guys, feel free to check that out. This is a great flick. I know a lot of people talk. I will say this movie's not for everybody. A lot of people talk shit about this movie a lot, but I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed it so much where I've seen this now multiple times. From 1990, 90 minutes long. Guys, there is some features on the back of this. I will tell you that when Vinegar Syndrome first put this out, they caught an error in time. There was a typo on the back of the synopsis, so they included 2 of the inserts. So you got the insert that had the error on it that was already on the case, and then they threw the extra insert in the box. So I just have both inserts tucked down in the case right there, so I can just kind of preserve both of them because I'm a psycho. But anyway, guys, that is a great flick. I will try to hold that up there for you a little bit better. Like I said, guys, this is not going to be for everybody, so please feel free, Tubi, whatever. Wherever you can find this, give it a watch, see if it's something that you definitely want for your collection before you hawk up $15 to $17 for it during the sale. Newly scanned and restored in 2K from the 35mm inner positive. So, guys, this, I will tell you, this one right here is not all region. This is region A locked. It's really uncommon to come across Vinegar Syndrome releases, the ones I have anyway, that I've bought, to see that they're region locked. That's really uncommon. Most of the time I see all the Vinegar Syndrome releases being region free. I will take a look at Hell Comes to Frogtown right quick on the back. Hell Comes to Frogtown is all region, so I'm kind of skeptical now if Arrow Video still has the rights to that or not, especially since Vinegar Syndrome has an all region release of it. Who fucking knows? We'll keep going, guys. This is the last one for the video. I've probably held you up. It's over an hour now, so really long just for 15 titles. Guys, I do love the hell out of this. Sadly, for some reason, I never got around, which I need to probably do at this sale, but there is multiple movies from Rudy Ray Moore. I'm a big fan of this one. I do need to get the Human Tornado, P.D. Wheatstraw, Disco Godfather. I think there's another one, Vinegar Syndrome, I have. But Vinegar Syndrome definitely does have some black exploitation films. And I love the hell out of those films. I love the fuck out of this one. Got this for a really good price off of eBay years and years ago. And I've seen this movie before I even bought the Vinegar Syndrome release. Just Vinegar Syndrome did a really good fucking job on this compared to the old shitty DVD I had of this. But guys, that is none other than Rudy Ray Moore and Dolemite. Guys, a lot of these films are not going to be for everybody. So definitely check those out. If you're not familiar with them, if it catches your interest, please get on Tubi. I think the last time I checked, Tubi had like almost every damn movie Rudy Ray Moore's ever done. So, guys, please check that out, though. Feel free. Watch the shit for free if you can before you spend your money on them. I will pop that disc out right there so you can see the artwork, but the artwork's right there on the DVD disc. So there that is. I just like that cover a little bit more. There's a lot going on right there. It's really cheesy action kind of shit. Dolemite with his all-girl army and kung fu killers. I mean, that fucking tagline is... That's great. I love the hell out of this flick. Bone-crushing, skull-splitting, brain-blasting action. Guys, this movie is from 1975. It's 90 minutes long. Scanned and restored in 2K from a newly discovered 35mm negative. It says newly discovered 35mm negative. I think, was this 113 in the... Trying to see what year Vinegar Syndrome had released this. 2016. So yeah, we're looking at 5 years now they've had this out. But guys, I will tell you, if you are interested in that right there, Vinegar Syndrome does have the Human Tornado, which is the second film after Dolemite. P.D. Wheatstraw, where Dolemite makes a deal with the devil. That was a great fucking flick. And Disco Godfather is another one of them. I do know they have a film called Penitentiary 1 and 2. They have both of those. Those are known to be black exploitation films. I do have Penitentiary from... Is that Aerodrome before they were Arrow Video, whatever? I do have that one. I just haven't watched it yet. But definitely, guys, check that out, though. Get on Tubi. If you love the hell out of this one, definitely make sure you watch Human Tornado, which is the second one. And then P.D. Wheatstraw, and then see if you can check out Disco Godfather. But anyway, guys, that is the 15 of my biggest picks for Vinegar Syndrome, guys. I will tell you there's some honorable mentions in there. We already done that an hour and 5 minutes in this video. I could easily go over there and pick up 15 more and just be like, I would definitely get you to do that. So I might just call this one part 1. Maybe we'll do another 15 you should probably think about for part 2. But guys, I have just sat here and rambled on and on and on. I do hope you enjoyed the video. I do take my time just to kind of, I do ramble a lot, but I want to give all the information that I can and be as thorough as I can. But guys, I will tell you, when it comes to Vinegar Syndrome, not all their movies are even for me. Like, I bought a couple of them where I'm just like, oh, this is complete shit. Why the fuck did I buy this? That happens when you buy shit. You blind buy shit that you have no idea what you're buying. That's gonna happen a lot. It's just, it's the price you pay. But I'd rather take a gamble on blind buying something that might pique my interest for $17 and not like it. Turn around, I can trade it, get my money back for it, maybe a little more, maybe something better for the collection later on. Because of all the boutique labels releases, you can literally do that. There's so many groups on Facebook where you can get on there and you can just trade shit with, or people go to eBay and sell their shit, whatever. But yeah, guys, I showed those 15 right there, so please feel free to get on. If you got a Roku, whatever it is, look at a stream and search the title up. Hopefully you can find a streaming service that you can watch it on for free. Like I said, guys, Tubi, which is Tubi, they are fucking known for having a ton of Vinegar Syndrome flicks on there. Now, keep in mind that a lot of those you'll watch, they're not actually using the Vinegar Syndrome scan of the film, so maybe it might not look the greatest, the best. Sometimes they might use Vinegar Syndrome's scan of the film. That's if they license it through them. Who knows? You'll be able to tell, though, whenever the credits roll and you get to see that the chick from the Vinegar Syndrome logo right there will pop up. Nice little theme music pops off in the background, like kind of like some 60s, 70s, like porn sounding kind of music. Then you know for a fact that is the Vinegar Syndrome scan. But guys, I hope that video does help you out. Keep in mind that sale does start in 2 weeks from today. Guys, I will read the dates off for that sale one more time, so I want to make sure you guys have all the info on that. That is May 28th through the 31st, only at vinegarsyndrome.com, halfway to Black Friday 2021. So it's only 2 weeks away. I will tell you, this sale, everybody waits for these sales. I wait for these fucking sales, and I know there's thousands of others. They get slammed for this shit. I will tell you guys that the first VSU stands for Vinegar Syndrome University, I believe. The very first one they released during Black Friday 2020, which was Beastmaster. That is a great looking set. The number 2 that they're going to release in that is called 6 String Samurai. And I'm very interested in that. They got Surf 2 coming out. They have Televised Terror Volume 1, which is a box set, and the Cordana Collection Volume 1, which is also another box set. Guys, please feel free to go on their website and take a look at those, see if you're interested in those. We're going to get 2 surprise Vinegar Syndrome releases, so they're going to announce those as soon as the sale goes live. You get 2 new VSA releases, which is the Vinegar Syndrome Archive releases. 4 new catalog slipcovers, so that means that 4 previous releases are going to get 4 slipcovers. So each title will get a slipcover with it. So I'm very intrigued to see what they're going to do with that. I am a sucker for stuff like that. You can also become a 2021 halfway subscriber, and oh yeah, 50% off pretty much everything on the site. And guys, keep in mind that 50% off, if you get on there, like I said, you go on their website right now, and a movie's going to cost you like $28. It doesn't mean it's going to be $14 whenever the sale rolls around. That's the list price of what you're looking at. You want to look at the original price that they have crossed out compared to what their list price is. So, give you a heads up on that. I'm trying to think of anything else. I know during that sale they do have quantities too, so you can't get in there and just order 9 fucking copies of the same movie. Vinegar Syndrome doesn't play that shit, which is a good thing. What else? I'm trying to think, guys. And anything, of course, in 2 weeks that sale is going to go live. So anything that's been released basically in the recent past 3 months, the price is not going to be cut in half on that. So that those titles are not participating sale titles. So guys, just keep in mind, if you're looking at something on their site right now that just fucking came out in April, and you're like, yeah, I'll just wait a couple weeks till that sale gets on so I can get it for cheaper. That's not going to happen. So it's anything, 3 months from the sale date. If it's been out within that 3 month period, it's not gonna be cheaper. I was telling my buddy about that because I literally just bought the Homegrown Horrors Volume 1 box set and the Kevin Tenney film, The Cellar. And my buddy was like, "Why didn't you just wait a couple weeks? Vinegar Syndrome was gonna cut the price of what you probably just paid for that in half." And I'm like, "It doesn't work that way. Those literally just came out, like just within just a couple weeks ago. The prices on those are not going to get cut in half. Those are not participating titles." So anyway, guys, I hope the video has been helpful. Please hit the like button if you like the video. Subscribe. We have a lot of fun here. I try to go over this thorough. Guys, I understand nobody wants to sit there for an hour and 10 minutes straight and listen to me ramble about 15 fucking different titles from the same company and just keep talking about the company. So guys, watch an increment if you got to. Maybe whenever the sale goes live, if you have to use a reference, definitely come to this video. I just gave you 15 of them right there. So definitely check those out and see what you think of them. Though, try to stream them for free before you pay a bunch of money for movies. Don't want you guys to buy a bunch of shit that you just fucking hate. So, but guys, I did my very best with that one. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, guys, stay safe and be careful.